Is going on, gaming nerds? Welcome back to Midnight Gaming with Mystic Nightmare. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. This is the Russian Fishing 4 in-game tutorial. I figured I'd go ahead and do this for you. I looked around on the internet. I couldn't find very many people that had it. I figured, I might as well just record it. I'm starting a new account and I might as well just record it. So here it is. I'll read it as best as I can, and I'm sorry if I stumble over myself because it just happens. Approach the bank and stand on the bridge. Use the keys WASD to move. And during the dark hours, you can use the flashlight. You can actually turn the flashlight on now, and you can't actually see it until nighttime. So WASD, here we go, WASD. You can also use shift to run faster too. This spot is perfect for fishing. Now let's choose the rod and check if the necessary fixed line components are installed on it. First, open the backpack by pressing I. Yay! Let's prepare the tackle for fishing. In the list that appears, select the float rod, for example, Telestick TL16, by clicking on the tile with its image. Next, we select the rod fixed float. We select the rig fixed float. A fishing line, float, hook, and bait must be installed on the rod. Then take the rod in your hands by pressing the pickup button. This Corona rod you get absolutely free just by starting the tutorial, which is good because this is actually something that I wanted to check out to see if you still get this, because I've had another account for quite a while. The old spinning rod, as well as this rod right here, which is actually the vintage EVGA. They also come free when you click on the house. We'll do that in a minute. And then this is just some pop-up hints and stuff that help you out. So we're gonna go ahead and click on this. Now it says right here, fixed float, rig, fixed float. So this is something that they really needed to go into a little bit further when it came down the tutorial, is you click on this and you can change the type of floats that you have. So this is something they really needed to go into more detail, but they never did. So that's something that you need to take into account, is that button right there, and this is how you change your rigs. Okay, so once you're done with that, press OK, and then you've got your bobber. We got our bobber that's already on here. We got a hook with a spare hook over here, and then we got our nature worm. And basically we just need to press pick up, and if you, by the way, if you hit these little eyes right here, this gives you all the information that you actually need. So I guess this is kind of turning into a tutorial while I help you guys out. These little eyes are all over the place. See that? They got little pop-ups that give you all the information that you need. They help out quite a bit. So let's go ahead and pick this up. The tackle is almost ready for fishing. Set 1 meter depth. That will help the bait get closer to the bottom. To set the float depth, use the why do I keep saying WASD keys? Use the number plus a number minus. So if you hit number plus and minus, you can do the depth. So it wants us to do a depth of 1 meter. So it's centimeters, and now it is meters. Well, it's 99. Okay, the tackle is ready for casting. Try to cast again. Oh, it's because I tried to do the tutorial before and I had a fatal error. Consider wind speed and direction. Aim at the center of the glowing circle. This is the area or arena where the float must get to. Cast the line by pressing left mouse button. The longer you hold left mouse button, the more force is applied. Control the casting force using the pop-up indicator. The cast is done when you release left mouse button. So we're going to do a 75% cast. Once you're in, you can press Z. Zooming in helps to follow the float easier. Press Z. And just in case you guys need to know, there's binoculars you can buy in the game that'll let you double zoom. Wait for the bite. Watch the float carefully. If it sinks or moves aside, set the hook and pull the fish closer to you. To do that, press and hold left mouse button. If you set the hook successfully, you'll feel the load on the rod. Normally they make you miss a couple of times. You don't get it the first time. So they make you do this part a couple of different times just so you can get practice. Usually it's like 3 or 4 times that you have to do it. And it tells you the same thing. Zooming over again, pressing Z, wait for the bite, left mouse button. And it doesn't matter how long you hold the bobber underwater. You won't catch it the second time, I don't think. Oh, I did. We got it the second time. So what did we get? We got a Chinese sleeper. Awesome. Chinese sleeper. So we got float fishing experience 0.6 is what I'm at. We got 2. 31 experience points. Congratulations, you have caught a fish and earned some experience. Place the fish into the keep net by clicking the keep button in the lower part of the appeared window. Keep. Now put the rod back into the backpack, and you can put the rod into the backpack by pressing the back button. They kind of repeat the same sentences over again. They don't really need to do that. Find house and get a spare tackle for float fishing. Spare tackles are useful when something breaks and there is no money to buy new gear. You can set spare tackle. You can get spare tackle no more than once per day. Click WASD to move. Okay, and then use the flashlight. So what you do is you come up to this house and you've got an option. You've got Y to get spare float, and you got G to get spare spin tackle. Now I've already done this once to show you both of them. I pressed Y on here before and I got spare spin tackle, and what that gave me was the old spinning rod, the EVGA vintage reel, and it gave me old fishing line, and I think this is from the float tackle, and then I think it also gave me an old spinner as well. This was already something I got before when I first logged in. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go ahead and press Y to get the float tackle, and you can do this once per game day or once per real life hour. So now let's go to Mosquito Lake and try to sell our catch at the fish market. To move to the other location, open the control panel by pressing escape. Then click the bar with a depiction of the current location in the pop-up. But first I want to open this up. Usually, what happened? I did press Y, did I not? I'm pretty sure I pressed Y. Usually when you press Y to get the float tackle, it'll actually give you a bamboo rod to replace your telly stick, but I think I actually did it. I haven't waited an hour. Yeah, it's only available once per day. So we're going to go ahead. If you want kind of a tour, you guys can log in. This game's completely free. You can log in, go do campfires, and go look around the lake and stuff like that. But we're going to press escape. We're going to click on this picture right here, and then it's going to ask you down here which lake you want to go to. Since we've only got Mosquito Lake and Winding River open, we're going to go to Mosquito Lake, and we press travel, and hopefully there isn't an internal error like happened last time. If there's not, we'll be back in a second. All right, we are now in Mosquito Lake. Welcome to Mosquito Lake. Find the fish market and sell your catch. You are earning almost nothing now. In the future, try to catch bigger fish. Duh. Their price is much higher. So the fish market is right here. Okay, so you got other stuff over here. You got all these other different houses and stuff. Fish market, press E. You have found the fish market. Sell your catch. Find a bar with an image of the caught fish in the pop-up list. Find a bar? That doesn't make any sense. Then click the bottom sell, which is right here. So we're going to get off of here. And click sell. So you can click this, this will save this will select everything, this will unselect everything. And then you can do it by pressing shift and control and doing multiple fish at the same time. Then click the sell button that is on the left side of the screen and sell. Congratulations, you have earned your first money in the game. Now close the fish market window. We have one more task for you. Find the tackle store and buy the bait maggot. You like that, maggot? Click keys WSAD to move. In the dark hours, you can use the flashlight. Press F. You can also press shift to run. This is food. So here's the tackle store. And it said go to the directory baits, which is right here. The more you go to this, the more it makes you a master, so you're a master baiter there. Go to the directory baits and click the tile maggot in the pop-up list. Make a purchase by clicking the button with an image of silver coins. So what you can do is two ways. You can double click this to go to it. So if I go to lures and I double click that, you can do that. Or you can just go in and just be like worms, and it'll only show you worms. So, or you can click the word baits right here, and that also works. So it said maggots. These are maggots. Click on them, and you can find which one of these you want to do. We're going to do the one for 240. That'll give us 30 pieces, which is a pretty good amount. You have purchased excellent bait. Be sure to try it out. Close the store window. You can not only buy bait, but also craft them from the components available in the backpack. Let's make some bait. We want to do some wet bread. First, open the crafting recipes. You can open the recipes by pressing the N button. And these are your tips, so they're going to keep popping up until you've gone to every screen, basically. Locate the recipe called wet bread, which is right here, and click on it. Then craft the bait wet bread by pressing the left mouse button on the button make. So you click on it, and what you have to do is you have to go into here. So you have to open up this plus sign, which it doesn't tell you to do. Well, I guess it does. Before you craft the bait, you must fill in all required fields. This is a required field as of yet. So press this and then double click on your threaded loaf, and then you just press make. This is good for carp, if you want to catch carp. And it tells you right here, harvesting baits. You can click this little arrow up here, and this will give you kind of an explanation of harvesting baits. I highly suggest doing this every time you get a skill up on a like a different, if you're making lures, if you're making baits and stuff, it helps you with all the information you could possibly need, because this game can be a little bit overwhelming with how detailed it is. Congratulations, you crafted your first bait. Accept the result by pressing the space key, then close the recipe screen, not the receipt, the recipe. I'm going to click it with my mouse instead. I'm a rebel, because I'm a rebel like that. You have successfully completed all of our assignments. If you want to get acquainted with the mechanics of using a spinning rod, then go to Winding Rivulet. There you will find a tutorial dedicated specifically to this fishing technique. You can learn more about control functions in the quick help window. And you didn't let me finish reading it, you jerk. Okay, so that is the very basic starting tutorial that is in the game. Hopefully a lot of people can get some use out of this, because I don't think once you get to a certain point you can actually turn it back on. I think you can go into, you used to be able to go into general, and right here it would say past tutorial, and you could turn it on or off, but I think they took it out completely. So I don't think you can actually do that anymore and turn the tutorial back on, unfortunately. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, don't hit it. Just make sure no matter what you do, subscribe. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. Appreciate it. Keep gaming, keep doing it midnight. Have a blast. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Have a good one, and bye-bye.